Breaking right now. What if I told you Iran just picked a new supreme leader and Israel has already sentenced him to death? Not in weeks, not in months. The Israeli military announced today that Mojtaba Khamenei, the 56-year-old son of the assassinated Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, became Iran's second supreme leader at 2 a.m. Tehran time on March 9th, 48 hours ago. And this morning, March 10th, Israeli Defense Minister Israel Katz stood in front of cameras in Tel Aviv and said 4 words that turned this entire war into a death hunt. He will not survive. Not he might be targeted. Not he is on our list. He will not survive. Israel just publicly announced it is going to kill Iran's new supreme leader, a man who has been in power for 2 days. And here is what makes this absolutely insane. Mojtaba Khamenei's name was kept secret for 36 hours after his selection. The Assembly of Experts, the 88-member Council of Clerics who choose Iran's supreme leader, voted in an emergency session Sunday night. They chose Mojtaba, but they did not announce it, because they knew what would happen the moment his name became public. Israel would try to kill him, and they were right, because within 12 hours of Iran finally confirming Mojtaba as supreme leader, Israel bombed the building where he was believed to be meeting with advisors. The strike missed. Mojtaba survived. But Israel sent the message, you can pick a new leader every week. We will kill every single one until there is nobody left. This is day 11 of a war that has now become a leadership assassination campaign. Iran's first supreme leader lasted 37 years. Iran's second supreme leader has been given 48 hours and a death sentence. Let me give you every piece of this story in the order that actually explains what is happening, because this is not just about one man. This is about whether Iran can function as a country when its highest leader cannot survive long enough to govern. Start with the vote that happened in absolute secrecy. The Assembly of Experts convened Sunday, March 8th at an undisclosed location, not in their normal chamber in Qom, not in Tehran. Somewhere Iran's intelligence service believed was safe from Israeli surveillance. 88 clerics gathered to choose the man who would replace Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, killed by a U.S. bunker buster bomb on February 28th. The meeting was not announced beforehand. No media allowed, no public record. Just 88 old men in a room deciding who would lead Iran through the worst crisis in its 47-year history, and they chose Mojtaba Khamenei, the dead supreme leader's second son, a cleric who has spent decades in the shadows, never holding public office, never giving public speeches, operating entirely behind the scenes as his father's enforcer and strategist. Why Mojtaba? Because the alternatives were worse. Ebrahim Raisi, the hardline president who many expected to succeed Khamenei, is dead. Killed in a helicopter crash in 2024 under circumstances that remain suspicious. Mohammad Javad Zarif, the reformist former foreign minister, was unacceptable to the hardliners who control the assembly. He was too willing to negotiate with the West. Ali Larijani, the pragmatic former parliament speaker, was seen as weak, too old, too compromised. So the assembly defaulted to Dynasty, Mojtaba Khamenei, son of Ali Khamenei, blood succession. The first time in the history of the Islamic Republic that the supreme leader's son has inherited power, and the vote was not unanimous. Sources inside Iran who spoke to BBC Persian and Iran International said the vote was contentious. Some clerics argued that dynastic succession violated the principles of the revolution. Others warned that choosing Mojtaba would make him an immediate target, but the hardliners won. Mojtaba was selected, and then something unprecedented happened. The assembly decided not to announce it. For 36 hours, Iran had a new supreme leader, and the world did not know his name. Iranian state media said only that the Assembly of Experts has fulfilled its constitutional duty. No name, no details, because they knew Israel was listening, and they knew what Israel would do. But secrets do not last in the age of satellites and signals intelligence. By Monday afternoon, March 9th, Israeli intelligence had intercepted communications confirming Mojtaba's selection. Israeli media began reporting it as fact. And by Monday evening, Iran gave up the secrecy and confirmed it officially. Mojtaba Khamenei is the supreme leader. And the moment his name was public, the countdown to his death began, because Israel has made killing Iranian leaders its primary war strategy. Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, the first supreme leader, killed February 28th. Qasem Soleimani, commander of the Quds Force, killed January 2020 by U.S. drone strike in Baghdad. Ismail Ghani, Soleimani's successor, killed in the February 28th strike alongside Khamenei. Mohammad Reza Zahedi, senior IRGC commander, killed April 2024 in Damascus. Ebrahim Raisi, president of Iran, dead in helicopter crash May 2024. Abbas Nilfarushan, IRGC deputy commander, killed September 2024 in Beirut. Hassan Nasrallah, Hezbollah Secretary General, killed September 2024 in Beirut. Israel has systematically eliminated every major figure in the Iran-Hezbollah axis, and now Israel has announced that Mojtaba Khamenei is next. Israeli Defense Minister Israel Katz gave a press conference this morning in Tel Aviv. He stood at a podium with the Israeli flag behind him and said, "Iran has chosen a new supreme leader, Mojtaba Khamenei, son of the terrorist Ali Khamenei. This man has blood on his hands. He directed attacks on Israeli civilians. He funded Hezbollah. He ordered the October 7th massacre planning. And he will not survive. Israel will find him. Israel will strike him. And Iran will learn that no leader who threatens the Jewish state will live. Not might be targeted. Not is under consideration. Will not survive. That is a public execution order. Israel just told the entire world it is hunting Mojtaba Khamenei, and Israel has the capability to do it. Because here is what happened Tuesday morning, just hours after Katz's statement. Israeli fighter jets struck a government compound in northern Tehran, believed to be hosting a meeting of senior Iranian officials. The target was a Revolutionary Guard safe house where Mojtaba was reportedly meeting with military commanders to plan Iran's next wave of strikes. The Israeli Air Force used American-made GBU-39 small-diameter bombs, precision weapons designed to penetrate hardened structures. 4 bombs hit the building. The entire structure collapsed. Smoke rose over the neighborhood. Iranian emergency services rushed to the scene, and Mojtaba Khamenei was not there. He had left 20 minutes before the strike. Iranian intelligence had detected Israeli aircraft moving into position and evacuated him. He survived by minutes. But the message was delivered. Israel knows where you are. Israel knows who you meet with. And Israel will keep trying until you are dead. So now Mojtaba Khamenei is supreme leader of Iran, and he cannot appear in public. He cannot stay in one location for more than a few hours. He cannot govern from a known office or residence, because the moment Israel locates him, he dies. Think about what that means for Iran. The supreme leader is not a ceremonial position. He is the ultimate decision maker. He controls the military. He appoints judges. He determines foreign policy. He must meet with commanders, advisors, officials. He must communicate orders. He must govern. But how do you govern when you cannot be seen? How do you lead when every public appearance is a death sentence? Mojtaba Khamenei is trying to rule Iran from hiding, moving between safe houses, communicating through intermediaries, never staying in one place long enough for Israeli intelligence to target him. And this is only day 2. How long can he survive like this? Weeks? Months? Israeli officials are betting he cannot last. One senior Israeli military source told Haaretz, "We give him 30 days maximum. He will make a mistake. He will attend a meeting he cannot miss. And we will be waiting." 30 days. That is Israel's timeline for killing Iran's second supreme leader. And if Israel succeeds, then what? Iran picks a third supreme leader, and Israel kills him too. Does Iran keep holding emergency sessions of the Assembly of Experts every month to replace dead leaders? Or does the whole system collapse? Because here is the strategic calculation Israel is making. If Iran cannot maintain stable leadership, Iran cannot fight a war. Iran cannot coordinate military operations. Iran cannot make long-term decisions. Iran descends into chaos. And a chaotic Iran is a defeated Iran. So Israel is not just killing leaders for revenge. Israel is killing leaders to destroy Iran's ability to function as a state. Decapitation as strategy. Cut off the head. Watch the body die. But Iran is adapting, because Mojtaba Khamenei's first act as supreme leader was not a speech or a decree. It was a military order. Launch everything. Iran's Revolutionary Guard announced this morning that it has fired 127 ballistic missiles at Israel in the past 24 hours, the largest single-day barrage of the entire war. Missiles launched from sites across Iran. targeting Tel Aviv, Haifa, Jerusalem, Beersheba, Israeli military bases, and civilian infrastructure. Israel's Iron Dome intercepted most of them, but not all. 4 missiles got through. One struck a residential building in Haifa, 11 people wounded. One struck an industrial facility near Tel Aviv, fire and damage. 2 struck open areas, causing no casualties. But the message was clear. You kill our leaders, we will bury your